to VCW. It is main event time. Will the Hoodz pull out a victory here this week?
With a television time limit.
And the Hoodz coming off a loss in the Tony Rumble Tag Team Memorial Cup. More on that in just a second. Scott Levesque and Sugar Shay will be going against a very upset and angry team of the Heat, Chris Pyro and the Highlight, Davey Cash, known as the Hoodz, coming off a loss at the Tony Rumble Tag Team Memorial Cup at the Northern Irish American Club on April 15th. Man, you've seen the footage. And can Scott Levesque, Showtime Scott Levesque and Sugar Shay pull out a victory on a slumping Hood?
Coming down the aisle at a total combined weight of 420 pounds. Chris Pyro, Davey Cash, the Hoodz.
And the Hoodz always a big fan favorite here at the Bell Time Club in Victory Championship Wrestling, no matter where we go. The Hoodz are slumping, but they have been, as of lately, they were unable to capture the BCW Tag Team Championship from the Minutemen, and they were unable to win the first ever Tag Team Tony Rumble Memorial Cup. Jason, the Hoodz, would you say, are on a bit of a losing streak?
Chris, I'm not going to say anything, but if you seen there, Davey Cash, before he hit that ring, gave me a high five, so maybe a little bit of the luck of the Boston Bad Boy may roll over.
The luck of the Boston Bad Boy, Jason, I can say this because you're all the way on the other side of the wall and you can't touch me, but Jason, your luck wasn't too great on April 15th either. You lost too.
What's to say, Chris? Now, listen, I'm going to say this as calm as I can and as collectively as I can. What's to...
Oh, the Hoodz looking to stop something right now. Sugar Shay, Sweet Sugar Shay and Showtime Scott Levesque jumping out of the ring, smiling. Sorry, Jason, didn't mean to cut you off.
It's all right, because let me tell you something. Ramirez, you can go on saying you're the new bad boy. You can go on saying you're the new man with the mind game. But listen, I've been at this for 14 years. I've been wreaking havoc over whatever you want to call it, CWA, NWA New England, Victory Championship Wrestling. I am the man that has brought mind games to action. So what's to say that my actions on Friday night, April 15th at the Irish American Club in my hometown of Malden, Mass, what if it's to say that I'm not just deploying Danny Ramirez into my world?
Whatever it may be, it's still a win for Danny Ramirez and a loss in the record books for you, just like the Hoodz with their record on April 15th. We're finally locking up here. Chris Pyro, too much of Sweet Sugar Shay, can't push him down.
You know, Chris, action well spoke. I understand loss is a loss, but can you tell me that quite possibly that Danny Ramirez, when he laid down on that Friday evening,
Jason,
tangling with me,
between your commentary right now talking about you and the crowd chanting what they're chanting, Sweet Sugar Shay and Showtime Scholar that can't concentrate on their matchup, so let's call the action.
Whoa. I think...
Oh, what a vicious arm breaker.
Nice arm breaker. All I'm just going to say is, what's to say that Ramirez isn't thinking twice about, like I said, Chris, I live by a couple of rules, and I'll get back to calling the action at hand, but there's a couple of things that you don't do. You don't pee in the wind.
Yeah. Tug on Superman's cape and you know.
Don't mess with the beat of the beat of the beat.
That's about as original as calling, never mind. Anyway, there's a couple of elbows.
Couple of shots to the...
Oh, he breaks that big arm. Oh.
Chris Pyro.
Too much.
Say this, he brings it, man. He's one of the best.
What about Sweet Sugar Shay moving across the ring like a 150-pounder? And whoa, Chris Pyro used that momentum and took over Sugar Shay. Sorry, Jason.
All right, I'm just telling you what I see. Chris Pyro is one of the most innovative wrestlers in not only New England, but in all of professional wrestling today. Don't undermine the size, all right? Because you don't want it. You don't want it. He's a big dog in this fight, baby.
Absolutely, absolutely. That's no taking away from the size. But the fact is, I can't even say that fact right now because Sugar Shay is looking at the lights, shoots the half. Davey Cash does 1, 2. Oh, only a 2 count, just barely kicked out. And if he didn't, showtime. Scott Levesque was right there to make the save.
From what I understand, in the next week or two, that sweet Sugar Shay and Showtime, they're being looked at by some managerial status that could be breaking in. I don't know if they're trying to lie to me, but I hear they're being looked at managers, so to speak, because they like their look.
I have heard already that a former manager of yours at one time actually guided Scott Levesque to Victory Championship Wrestling, and that is the fabulous one. Chris Potter off the top rope! Oh, sorry, Jason, that was unbelievable. I'm surprised Chris Potter didn't drop through the ceiling.
But from what I understand, when I talked to Fabo, he told me that this Scott Levesque wasn't his cup of tea, so he decided to let Levesque go on his own for warfare when we return.
Fans, stay tuned. This main event continues.
This is Eddie Edwards, your Ring of Honor World Champion. Do you want to learn how to professional wrestle? You want to learn with the best? You come by here, the Bell Time Club. Check out belltimeclub.com for more info. The hunt is on.
Fans, welcome back to Victory Championship Wrestling. And Chris Charisma alongside the Boston Bad Boy Jason Rebel. This has been one heck of a match. Fans, this is what you missed during the commercial break. It was back and forth. Good tag team wrestling by Davey Cash and Chris Pyro until Sweet Sugar Shay turned it around with a couple of forearms. And as you see, the bottom right-hand corner is still back and forth action. Check this out. One real quick. Look at this tag team sequence. First a chin breaker and then a neck breaker.
I just got informed on a couple of big action-breaking news here next week on BCW Live, Chris. What would you like to know?
Absolutely, but look at Showtime. Scott Levesque taking full advantage of the referee turn on a right hand.
Slaps the taste right out of Pyro's mouth right there. Next week in action, you will see, still in the main event slot from what I'm told, Matt Ledge will be in action against the true wrestler, Colin Hannon. That is, you've seen Hannon. He was successful this week on his VCW debut. Next week, Ledge hasn't been in action for over 3 months. Could Matt Ledge have bit off a little bit more than he could chew?
Absolutely, fans. We heard about that match at the beginning of this program in the Rumble seat with, of course, the Boston Bad Boy Jason Rebel. Look at Showtime, Scott Levesque. Absolutely, but now we do.
Exactly. Gives the fans something to tune into.
Absolutely. And look at Showtime, Scott Levesque just doing what he does best. And in the far corner, Sugar Shay was ripping the eyeballs and cleaning the schnoogies out of Chris Pyro's nose and face. Unbelievable. Another slap.
Also next week on Victory Championship Warfare, in the Rumble seat, I will have...
1, 2, really, Jason? I thought it was called Victory Championship Wrestling Warfare.
On the Rumble seat.
Who is your guest? Who's your guest, Jason?
I call them the Pirates, but from what I hear, they're going to tell me otherwise. I call them Gallows and Seth. You know, obviously next week they're going to fill me in just like they're going to fill the fans in a good way on who they are and what they...
What a neck ringer by Chris Pyro. Both men are down right now. Jason, do you mean to tell me that you've gotten people's names wrong? I can't see that. How unprofessional of you. I don't know what you're talking about. I would never do that. Davey Cash with a clothesline. Oh, what a spin. Unbelievable. Action hot and heavy here in our main event.
Boom, boom.
Rapid fire shots by Davey Cash. A quick reversal by Showtime. Scott Levesque. What a spine buster.
Shades of Triple H.
Ah, see, here we go. Okay, I thought it was just a spine buster last week, Jason. And look at Scott Levesque choking out Davey Cash. 1, 2, 3, 4, marking the referee Rob King Tuttle.
I would just, whoa, hey, we would take a little food for thought right.
That's the second time we've seen that this week, Jason.
I like these two guys right here. If I was a man.
Wait a minute, I thought the Hoodz were your boys, Jason. You can't have it both ways. There are no friends and...
Want to know something? Why I like Levesque?
Why?
And I like Sugar Shay, because they're showing, they know that the chips are down for the Hoodz.
Jason, I don't know if you can hear it over your talking, but while Sugar Shay was choking out Davey Cash said to Sugar Shay, if I get my hands on you, you're dead.
Quick schoolboy by Sugar Shay.
You can see his lips.
Sugar Shay just took him back down.
So much for that. Davey Cash getting frustrated by all the cheating maneuvers by Sugar Shay. And Showtime Scholar back 1, 2. Oh, Chris Pyro at the same. Perfectly legal in tag team wrestling.
There's Sugar Shay. Brother, you gotta hook that leg right there. You probably.
Here the crowd getting behind the Hoodz. They want to see Chris Powell in this matchup, Jason.
Kick to the ribs right there. Ooh, I like that. Rick to the back right there.
And he's riding him, choking him, pushing him down, and that cuts off the oxygen to the throat. And look at this, if that don't cut it off.
Look at these two guys. Shades of like a veteran tag team right there, Chris.
Be careful, Sugar Shay gonna get out of there earlier. He'll get caught by the referee. Oh, nobody home for Showtime Scott Levesque. Davey Cash said, I've had enough of this.
He's speaking soprano. He's going.
Oh boy, I thought I was done with those days. No, Miss Wiley with a clothesline. Scott Levesque catches Davey Cash, shoots over 1, 2. Too close to the wrong corner, Jason.
That'd be the Showtime drop.
Well, you could call it that too, sure. It wasn't actually done by Samoan. We'll be going down that road again, Jason.
These guys have definitely done their homework. They must have been in attendance.
What a shooter! Oh, a wild!
Aren't you gonna ask in attendance where?
Yeah, at the Bell Time Club. Oh! Can Davey Cash muster up the energy to his tag team partner, Chris Powell? Has Showtime Scholar knocked a few teeth loose. He makes a tag. Here we go. Shay showing the clothesline. Oh, hits him. I can't. Action too fast to call, Jason.
That's why I told you, Chris Pyro is the highlight reel, brother.
You can say that again. They don't call him the highlight Chris Pyro. The highlight Davey Cash with the heat Chris Pyro for nothing.
That's right. They are the human highlight reels, brother. Up and under. Duck the line. Springboard.
Oh! Couldn't get the distance. Sugar Shay caught him on 2. Oh! What a tackle by Davey Cash to save that.
Shove it, Chris.
Well, it's not so much homework. I think it's just a last-minute desperation by Davey Cash making the save. He isn't even leaving the ring.
You stiff forearm.
Jason, Rob King Tuttle has lost control of this matchup. Chris Pyro is the legal man.
I thought that Chuck Morris was the only guy that got matches like this.
Well, apparently it's King Tuttle's turn this week. He's after all, King Tuttle is coming off a rib injury from the lower show. 1, 2, oh! Double drop kick.
Chris, this match is
Which is probably why this match has had so many saves in this matchup, because Rob King Tuttle might be a little slow on the count.
How many people probably tuned in today and said the main event is the Hoodz versus...
Double duck and a super kick! Exactly, now you'll remember the names of Sweet Sugar Shay and Showtime Scott Levesque. And you heard him! You heard him here on Victory Championship Wrestling Warfare!
A taste of buckle to the groin. A spring. Whoa!
Scott Levesque's fighting it! He's fighting it, but there's a DDT! He knows what's coming. Scott Levesque did his homework just like you said. He tried to fight it.
Right here, I'm wondering, where is Sweet
Sugar Shay got dumped unceremoniously to the outside.
Pin, 2, 3, you're in it. Get back on a win streak. Watch Davis keep on.
One win is not a win streak.
Because the Hood, baby.
One win is not a win streak. Boston Red Sox. But Chris Pyro, Davey Cash, the Hoodz are on their way to a win streak with this move. These type of maneuvers.
Here, as I said, these guys fought tooth and nail. These people This week on VCW Warfare, got one hell of a main event, tooth and nail, back and forth.
Too much to call at one point, Jason. Look at this, action, fast and furious, even from the replay. It was mostly Chris Paul on the offense until that.
The Hoodz, 1, 2, 3, that's the way it be. Successful and on their way back to more victories here in Victory Champions.
They're hoping that's the case. Chris Paul, Davey Cash, the Hoodz victorious in our main event. Fans, we'll see you next week. In the main event, it is the Black Lotus, Matt Ledge, taking on the true wrestler, Colin Hannon.
That's right.
And the Boston Bad Boy, Jason Rumble. Jason, who you having as your guest? Tell him again.
Pirates, and they want to fill us in on who they are and what they want to do here in VCW. And Chris,
Plus much more, Jason.
incredible action. You'll have to tune in next week to VCW War.
Don't forget, April 30th at the Belltime Club, 537 Rear Ferry Street. Go to VCWLive.com for more information. That's right, for our next free TV taping. Davey Cash got something to say.
So no way what VCW is bringing to you. Give me one big yeah!
Unbelievable! From Davey Cash, the crowd solidly behind him. Fans, we will see you next week. Of course, they're going to go hug the Boston Bad Boy, Jason Rumble. Also, April 30th, free TV taping, 50-50 raffle. And May 22nd, Everett Rec Center. Go to VCWLive.com.